Hello everyone. This is Jeanette Collins with Stampin to Connect, and I'm back for my Tuesday new and old. Let's go. I am using new product, but then I add some older product, which we call retired. So anyhow, I'm happy to be here. And as you can see that I have on my desk is the Fresh as a Daisy series, and I'm going to be using one of the cutouts from the daisy. So let me put you down and show you what I'm doing. I think I can do this. There we go. You know, I ought to put myself in the corner. Well, let's do this first. Looking at the catalog, the paper series is here, which is absolutely gorgeous. But if you haven't seen this yet, the very first page is a cut apart page. And I'm using one of the cut aparts to make a card, and it's really, really pretty. So no stamping from here. I still don't have this, and I still don't have the dies yet. So I'm working with the paper only, which excites me because then I can bring in some other things. All right, let me go ahead and show you. Oh, commercial break. This is what's going on. That's great right now for Stampin' Up! And for all of us demonstrators. Plus, if you are a hobby demonstrator, that means you're getting your discount. You became a demonstrator right now, or in the past, so that you could get the 20% discount, which goes on top of your 15%. And it's all of these papers, designer series papers, that are on sale now. You can refer to this. If you want to get a snapshot, maybe. Let me move my June host code for a second. Yeah, that's a little better. So all of these papers, and it's I think it's all of the main sweet ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I believe we have 9 sweets. So the sweet papers, SUITE, are on sale 15%. Plus these other packages like this Hello Irresistible is in our online store. You have to go online, stampinup.com, and look, you go down the menu to find like your shopping now, and then you look for online specials, I believe is what it says. So that these are in the catalog. This is that big giant pack of paper. It's marked down 15%, so it takes it to $25.50. It's like 48 sheets. And this is the Glorious Gingham that you can get. Most of these are like 10.62, but like the gingham paper series 6x6 is $8.92. So if you have one of these papers that you're hoping to get, go ahead and order soon. And that's why I had my host code up there, because I forgot to put it at the top. If you do not have a demonstrator, I'd really appreciate and would love for you to order from me. Put in the June host code. That's that UFCK7ZWD. At the end of your order, like when you're checking out, it will ask you for a code or a host code, and you put that in there. And I'd really appreciate that. If you do, I'll send you a small gift and a thank you card for shopping with me. All right, and there's something else. Oh yeah, the demonstrator special is on right now. I don't have a flyer for it, but right now you can become a demonstrator by it's like when you join, you have to go to join now, and on my website is here. Well, I feel a little you know what I'm trying to say. I feel a little off. Anyway, you go to stampintoconnect.com and go to join now, and it will take you to the page where you can become a demonstrator, either for becoming a business person, or you can just be a hobbyist and still get your 20% off. But it's $99, and instead of just $125 of any kind of product you want. You get to choose that product. Right now, it's at $155 that you can choose. Okay, that's all of that I want to talk about. So let me go bring this back up. And I think I'm going to put myself in the corner there. And we're going back to my desk that I have nothing on. And let's get to the card, okay? I'm using this cutout right here. And it's on that first page. It's just beautiful on the bubble bath color base, and then it has the white daisies. I'm using the bubble bath card stock as my card base, and of course it's just an A2 size, and on the inside I have a white card base. So, and it's cut at a 1/4 inch on two sides to make it an 1/8 inch all the way around. So I'm going to put it, I was just planning to do this, and I want to show you how I build my card. All right. I was planning to do this, and I have a strip that came from that front page, that cut apart page. And I was going to do that. And I'm like, well, I don't have it long enough. So I need something to gap those two. So I was thinking about adding a little strip of green. This is that shaded spruce. I believe that's the right color. Yep. Shaded spruce, which works real nicely with those leaves. And I think it just really, the yellow, brings out the centers, and the green brings out the leaves. So I think that's really nice. But as I was looking at it, I'm like, what could I do to make it more special? Well, what I did is I took these pieces off and I added white cardstock to the front. And again, I'm leaving a 1/16 of an inch all the way around. As you can see, that is so small. And I love these. I either like a big border or a tiny, tiny border. But this one, you just cut 1/16. You would cut an 1/8 off of this side and an 1/8 off of this side to get your 1/16. And that's off the 4.25 by 4.25 by 5.5 card base. Okay. So you would just cut it an 1/8 smaller to get your 1/16, but you only cut on two sides. So then I was looking at that and I thought, well, now this is all new product. This is not the old, but I am wanting to continue this series. I started last week with this space paper. It was so beautiful. And the holographic. So if you haven't caught that video, go take a look. Those really turned out nice. Now, you can see as I place these on here, it actually turned out that this card fits perfectly with another 1/16 of an inch showing all the way around. And I thought, wow, that's really pretty. And it just gives that little bit of, like a little peak of white to bring out those white daisies. And so I love that. Now, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and glue on my white piece so I can get started on the rest of it and not spend too much time gabbing. And I was like, where is my glue? Right here. Put a little. Don't have to use much glue, just a really fine amount works. And slide this card on there, looking at the corners, and then pressing it down. And while you're pressing it down, before you get it pressed all the way down, you look at the other side and look at the top and the sides and see if they're pretty much the same, and that looks pretty good. So then I press it down. And if you want, you can take your bone folder and really smooth it down. I like those edges to be smooth. So that's something else you can do. Just get all those edges, especially if you have a little bit that's kind of coming up. All right, like, you know, the cut wasn't real sharp. All right, so now let's put this back on and take a look at it. And we could just put that on right away, and we can put this, I'm going to put this at the very bottom and then fill the gap with this. Now, I saw someone online do something so sweet with this green piece. She had taken her, I believe she took a die. She took the radiating triangle, rectangles dies, and she embossed this, which I thought was really cool with the little, you know, the little stripes. But I'm like, well, that's a lot of trouble. But let me show you what I decided to do. That's kind of, it's actually just copying her, but doing it the old-fashioned way without the die. You would put your little piece of paper inside your scoreboard, and you just go every 1/8 inch, and you just follow all the way to the end. So I'm going every notch and kind of just rubbing it in, keeping my paper steady with the other hand. Whoops. So this is just a way to add interest to the card without getting that die out. Okay, I'm going to have to turn it around so I can finish. Let's see. Okay, this is the last one. We're going to go this way now, so I can hang on to it. And there. Now that I have that, take a look at it. I've got it ribbed. I guess that's what you would call it. So now I can put that down and make it look more interesting. So I'm going to do that next. And I like to put everything flat because, you know, in mailing, it really helps. So again, just a light, very thin streak of the glue. Move this, and I'm going to put it at that 1/16 of an inch, watching the corners, watching the sides. With glue, you have just a little bit of time to get it just right. There, you saw me wiggle it. Okay, I need to move it over just a little bit. Come on. Okay, there it is. And again, it's got that little edge. So pretty. So pretty. There. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue this bottom on too. You know what? I forgot to measure for you, but sometimes you don't even need to measure. This looks like 1 inch, and this one looks like 1/2 inch. So, and the length, I believe, is 4 inches, because I think this one was 4 inches. Yep, 4. So all 3 of these are 4 in width. So let's get this one on. Yes, if you do not have a demonstrator and would like to take advantage of the paper sale, or if you want to become a hobbyist demonstrator where you get the discount, and you would sign up, and then the following order, you would get the 20% off of everything you choose. So it's really nice to be a demonstrator. You don't have to sell anything. You can just do it for yourself. And yes, you do need to keep a minimum, but you know, when it comes to direct sales companies, it's a minimum. Okay. And I'm going to set this, maybe, I don't know. I think I'm going to wait, because I think I might want to put this up high. I think I'm going to put it on dimensionals right now. I've got glue on here. I don't want to get it on my mat. Dimensionals. I think I'm going to put dimensionals on it. Okay. I'm going to put one on the end. Both ends. I'm going to leave the middle open, or actually, let's see. Okay. I think I'm going to put a couple more, but just kind of space them where they're not in the middle, but closer to the center, just to give it some balance and height. All right, now I'm going to put these on. Today is June 6th, if you're watching on the replay. And if you are watching on the replay, please give me a comment and let me know who you are and what, if you like the video. Because I'm trying to get some traction on my, especially my YouTube video. This is on Facebook, my business Facebook page. All right, that looks pretty good. And now I have it on dimensionals, but it didn't lift it too high, so that's kind of cool. Now, my old that I'm adding are these things. Okay, this is not old. This is just white twine. But this crinkle white is no longer in our catalog. And if you have it, pull it out, because I'm going to make the bow out of it. And I'm making the bow out of Daffodil Delight ribbon. And it looks like a crinkle also. So these two go well together. So that's why I decided to use them. And what I did is I measured it out. Oh, probably, well, I'm going to guesstimate probably about 22 inches. Maybe that's 18. Oh, that should work. And snip that. Got to find my scissors. They're right in front of me. Okay. And then, so these are the old products that are no longer in the catalog, but you might have some of this at home. And then you take your twine. You can do all three together, but you know what? I'm not that great at tying bows, so I'm just going to do the two. And the way I do this is I start, leave a tail, and then go put them together, and then go back and forth, basically. Okay, let me start here again. There. I made the first loop, and then I hold it with my thumb and middle finger, and then I loop under. If I can catch the right ones. I shouldn't be doing this on camera because I'm not very good at it, but gotta try. For some reason, my fingers are shaking. Okay, so then we take it and loop it on the bottom, and then we shift and hold it with a finger, and then I have to start over because I lost them. Okay, my hands are shaky right now, so try one more time, and then I'll just show you the bow I made. Here, hold it. Here, hold it. Go back. Go under and hold it. And then the longest tail you would wrap around. And then you take the tails that you're working with, and then they go through. And you grab them and try to hang on to those ends. And then you pull. Okay, here it goes. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I did it wrong. All right. Anyhow, I made the bow and I'm going to show you. Here it is. It's a little bow, pretty bow with both the white and the daffodil crinkle ribbon. And then I added the white, I forget what that's called. All right, and then I decided to put it here. So this is my old product, and I'm going to put it down with a glue dot. I may have to redo this video. It's a little wonky, isn't it? There. And another little dot. There, I can feel that. It's a little dot runner I have. There we go. And that will stay on there. And that's so cute and fluffy and pretty. I really like that. Tighten it up. Hold it down. There. And I would probably pull these, make them much shorter. I like a little bit hanging down because I just think it's pretty. There, like that maybe. And then, so it's real fluffy. And then I have old jewels. Now look at these, 2021 to 2023. But you know what? I haven't used them all, and they're got the little yellow. And I don't remember if that's the daffodil or not, but I'm using them on this. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. So I'm just going to put them around. I was thinking about the centers, but I think it'll be better around. Let's see. Start with the biggest one. I need a different poker. And when you put your little jewels on, try to set them closer to the image instead of far off. I think it draws your eye to the image because that's basically what you're wanting to do, is to show, you know, spotlight basically your image. And I need to do a tag also. I'll put this one in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one. That's all I have, so that's what I'm going to put in. I'm going to put it kind of down here just to make it. Actually, I'm going to move it a little further. There. All right, so this way it draws your eye. So I've got this big fancy bow. I've got the ribbed green shaded spruce. All right, so old jewels, old ribbons, except for the twine. And now we're going to use a new label. This is Happy Labels, and it is in our catalog right now. It's a great set. I like the mix of the alphabet and then the cursive together. I think that looks so nice. And then they do have, like, There's No One Like You, that's all in the just the straight print. So I'm using just hello on this one. So I already have that ready, and I'm going to use my shaded spruce. I've got the hello on here. I'm going to kind of wipe it just to make sure it's good. And I'm going to stamp this on my white. Oh, that's really good. Okay, and I can do it again. I may do it on this side again just to see, because I kind of pressed a lot. Boy, that's really... Okay, I like this one better. See how thick the H is on that? And it's preference. All right, now move that away. And I'm going to take my scissors again and just cut, I think, let's see. I'm going to cut this at an angle. And this other side at an angle. There we go. And there's my little hello. And I'm going to set it. We can set it down here or up here. I don't know which way looks best. But I would put it on dimensionals. There or here. I think I'm going to put it here only because it doesn't take away. Although that sure is a good spot. Yeah, I'm going to put it right there in that little empty spot. It's just whatever you want to do. And I need my dimensionals again. Put on the little tag. This card will probably go to my aunt, who is 92, I believe. So she loves getting cards, you know, because she's in an assisted living, and it's just hard, you know, when they move out of their home and that they've been there for lots and lots of years with all their kids. I'm going to straighten this out a little bit, make it a little shorter, just so that the sides are even. There. There's the hello. And I'm going to put it right here. There. That looks great. And that's the card. On the inside, what I was wanting to do is put from this set, since it's going to her, I decided, is There's No One Like You, because she's just such a sweet, sweet person. She's my dad's baby sister at 92. She's the last one left of 13 kids. So, okay, that's the card today. My new and old Let's Go card. So I hope you enjoyed this, even though I fumbled around with what I was trying to say. Sorry about that, but I'm just feeling a little off, and that happens sometimes. So I will see you for sure next Tuesday for another new and old Let's Go card, where we're using the new product and maybe adding some or using some old product at the same time. So thank you for being here, and I'll catch you next week at 1 o'clock Central, and y'all have a great day.